now revision is going on. So today we'll discuss model question paper. Okay, now students, we are knowing algebra paper is of 2 hours, right? So we will discuss one by one. Now let us move to the question number 1A. Okay, in this question number 1A, the question is of the type, choose the correct alternative for each of the following sub-questions. Let us take the first example. If you can see, I'm just reading this sum. What is the value of dx for solving the simultaneous equations 3x plus 2y is equal to 11 and 7x minus 4y is equal to 9 by Cramer's rule? Okay, let us discuss this. See here, what you have to do, students. Coefficient of x is a 3, coefficient of y is a 2, that is a1, b1, 11 is a c1. Now in the next equation, 7 is a a2, minus 4 is a b2, and 9 is a c2, right? So we have to find out the value of dx, yes, and accordingly you have to choose the correct option. Understood, students? Let us do this. Three x plus 2y is equal to 11. And 7x minus 4y is equal to 9. Now let us solve this for dx. Yes, here instead of taking the coefficient of a1 and a2, we will take directly c1 and c2, right? 9 and 11. And b1 and b2 we will take as it is, right? 2 minus 4. So 11 fours are minus 44 minus 9 into 2, 18, right? So look here common sign is there, right? Common sign is there means what you have to do? You have to add it, right? And which sign will come? Minus sign only. 8 plus 4, 12. Carry 1, 5, 6, right? So correct option will be of the fourth. See, I can show you. Correct option will be fourth one. That is a D. Understood, students? Okay, now let us move to the next sum. What is the sum of first 10 terms of an AP? 41, 36, 31, 26. Students, see, look here. What you have to find out? The sum of the first 10 terms of the AP. Means which formula you have to use? SN, right? You have to use which formula? SN. Just put the values. Here, first term will be A, 41, right? Common difference. What is the common difference? 36 minus 41. Like that, okay? Now, let us do that. This sum. I'm just writing the formula. Sn is equal to n upon 2 in bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, now which is this series? Yes, 41. Okay, means A is given as a 41, right? What is a D? D is a minus 5. Why? Because series given as a 41, 36, and so on. Okay, so 36 minus 41, that is nothing but the minus 5. Okay, now you can put the values here. See what we have to find out? Sum of the 10 terms. So I am putting n as a 10, right? So as 10 is equal to 10 upon 2, 2 into, what is the value of a? 41, right? 41 plus n minus 1, that is 10 minus 1 into common difference. What is the common difference? Minus 5. Okay. So when you solve this, you will get the value as a 185. Okay. So what is this option? Let us move to the question paper again. Yes. So option will be last one, that is D. Understood, students? What you have to do here? You have to just use the formula of Sn, substitute the given values and find out the value of Sn, and that is nothing but your answer. The option is D. Okay. Now let us move to the next sum. Which of the following is the value of k if one root of the quadratic equation x square plus kx minus 8 is equal to 0 is a minus 4. So what is given over here? You have to find out just value of the k. Here one of the root of this quadratic equation is given as a minus 4. So you have to substitute the value of x as a minus 4. Okay. Once you put the value of x as a minus 4, you will get the value of k. Okay. Let us solve this. Equation given as x square plus kx minus 8 is equal to 0. And what is one of the root given is minus 4. So let us put x is equal to minus 4 in this above equation. When you put the value as a minus 4, you will get the corresponding value of k. So let us put this. So minus 4 square plus k into minus 4 minus 8 is equal to 0. So what is the square of 4? 16, right?
Hello,
Minus
Rohini ma'am.
Yes.
Even what you are writing, that is not clearly visible. Can you use sketch pen?
I'll try my best. What is happening? I really don't understand.
Sketch pen or any marker pen, dark.
Yes, I'll
bold
do.
tip pen.
Okay, students, now what we will do? We will take the square of 4 minus 4 as a 16. Okay. Minus 4k minus 8 is equal to 0, right? So 16 minus 8, 8 minus 4k is equal to 0. So 8 is equal to 4k. So 8 divided by 4 is equal to k. So value of k is equal to 2, right? So here the option will be again the fourth one. See, you can see the again here option will be the fourth one, right? Now let us move to the next sum. What is the number of sample points when coin is tossed? See, look here. When coin is tossed, there will be two chances or two possibilities. Which are these two possibilities? Either head will come or tail will come. What is the question here? What is the number of sample points when coin is tossed? So in the sample space, there will be two sample points, head and tail, right? So which option is going to come here? Second one. Okay, B. B will come here. Okay, now let us move to the next question, question number 1B. Solve the following sub-questions. Here, first question is, find the value of the determinant. Okay, let us write this. Four, 2, 3, 7. What is the question? You have to find out the value of this determinant. Okay, so let us do that. 4 into 7 minus 3 into 2. So 7 4s are 28 minus 3 2s are 6. So what is the answer? 22. Right? See, this question number 1B, each question carries 1 marks and each step carries half marks. This step carries half marks and this step also carries half marks. So 1 marks. Okay, now let us move to the next sum. Is x is equal to -1 is the root of the quadratic equation x square minus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. See, look here, what has been asked in this equation, in this particular sum, is x is equal to -1 is a root of the given quadratic equation. So what you do, just put the value as x is equal to -1. Okay. If left hand side of this equation becomes equal to the right hand side, we can say that s x is equal to -1 is a root of the given quadratic equation. So let us try this, whether left hand side is coming equal to right hand side or not. Okay. Okay, let us write this quadratic equation x square minus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, now what is the left hand side of this equation? Left hand side is equal to x square minus 3x minus 4. Now, what we have to check, whether x is equal to -1 is a root of this given quadratic equation or not. So we will put x is equal to -1 in this left hand side and we will check whether left hand side is going to equal to the right hand side or not. Okay. So what is the value of x minus? Okay, -1 square minus 3 into -1 minus 4. So square of -1 is 1 only. Okay. So what is the value of -3 into -1? What is going to come? +3, right? -4. Okay. Now if you check 1 plus 3, 4. 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. Now what is the right hand side of this equation? 0, which is nothing but the right hand side. Since in this equation left hand side is coming equal to right hand side, we can say that x is equal to -1, x is equal to -1 is the root of this quadratic equation. Understood? So here which steps you have to follow? First of all, you have to write this step, right? Then substitute the value of x as a -1 and check whether left hand side is coming equal to the right hand side or not. Okay. Now finally we should write, therefore x is equal to -1 is the root of this given quadratic equation. Understood, students? Okay, now let us move to the next sum of question number 1B. Okay, I'm just reading this. I don't know whether it is visible to you or not. I'm trying my best. Write next two terms of the AP if A is equal to 10 and D is equal to 2. See, look here, students. What is given over here? write the next two terms of the AP. If A is equal to 10, A is nothing but what? First term, that is T1. And what is common difference given is 2. So what they ask, right? Next two terms means T2 and T3 you have to find out. Already first term, that is T1 is given, right? When you add the common difference in the first term, you will get second term. And when you add common difference in the second term, you will get third term. Likewise, you can find out next terms. Okay, let us find out this. Okay, here A is given as a 10 and D is given as a 2. Right, students? What they have asked to find out the next two terms. See, A is nothing but the first term, right? And what we have to find out? T2 and T3, right? So, how will you find out T2? Yes, students, T2 is equal to T1 plus common difference. What is a T1? T1 is a 10. Common difference is a 2. So, T2 is nothing but the 12. Similarly, you can find out the next term, that is a T3. T3 is T2 plus, again you have to take common difference. Okay, what is T2? We have already found out that is 12. Common difference is a 2. So just put in this. So it coming to be 14. So next two terms, that is T2 and T3, are going to come as this 12 and 14. Students, these also, for this T2 it carries half marks, and for T3 also it carries half marks. So 1 marks, right? Now let us move to the next sum. If NA is equal to 6, NS is equal to 16, what is the P? See, students, here just you have to use the formula. PA is equal to NA upon NS. See, values are given of NA and NS. Just substitute the values and find out the value of P. Okay, let us do this. Okay, NA given as 6. NS given as 16. And what we have to find out the value of P. So now you know the formula of P. What is the formula of P? P is equal to NA upon NS. What is the value of NA here? 6. What is the value of NS? 16. Right? So just find out this. 2 3s are 6 and 2 8s are 16. 2 3s are 6 and 2 8s are 16. So what is the value of P here? 3 upon 8. Understood? See, look here. Here formula carries half marks and this substitution and the final answer carries half marks. So like this one. Understood, students? Okay, students. Now let us move to the question number 2A. Now in question number 2A also, say in question number 2, it is of activity based question. Complete and write any two activities from the following. See, there will be 3 activities will be given and each activity will carry 2 marks. Right? Means in each activity there will be 4 blocks. 1 block carries half marks. Okay? From the given 3 activities, we have to attempt 2 activities. Okay, and in each activity there will be 4 blocks and each block carries half marks. Okay, now let us move to the first activity. Complete the following activity to find the 19th term of the AP. 10, 15, 20. Okay, let us write this activity. 10, 15, 20. This sequence is given. It is AP. See here what you have to do here. A is equal to 10. D you have to find out. And they have told us what is the value of T19. See what other block is like this. So this is a AP. First term is a 10. What is the value of D? Just find out the common difference. 15 minus 10, 5. 20 minus 15, 5. So what will the answer here? D is equal to 5. Right? Now T19 you have to find out. For that you have to use the formula, right? For that next block is like this. Tn is equal to A plus, we have to write the formula. Yes? Understood, students? So what is the formula? Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. When you find out this value, okay, when you substitute the value of A and n in this, you will get the value of T19, right? Okay, so what you have to find out? T19. T19 is equal to, see already they have given like this, 10 plus, now you have to just substitute the values in this and then find out the value. Okay, students, see what they have told to find out 19th term. So what is the value of n here? Yes, 19. 19 minus 1 into D. What is a D? 5. Yes. So when you solve this, okay, when you solve this block, you will get the final answer. Okay. So see, when such activity will be given, you have to do rough work. Don't write in the activity itself. Whichever steps missed here, you don't write here. Okay. You can do this in rough work and directly write answer in the block. Yes. So 19 minus 18. 18 5 yes, what your answer is coming, no, that you have to write directly. Understood, students? Yes. What answer is going to come? Yes, 100 will come. 18, 90 minus 1, 18, 18 5 is a 90, 90 plus 10, that is going to be 100. So here, this 19, you will write, T19, you will going to write here. So these half marks, half marks, half marks, half marks, total 2 marks will be there. Understood for each activity. Now let us move to the next activity. Two coins are tossed simultaneously. Complete the following activity of writing sample space and expected outcomes of the events. See, look here. Here, event given as event A as to get at least one tail, and second event given as to get no tail. See, look here. If two coins are tossed simultaneously, how will you write sample space? See, look here. Either head or tail will come together, or there will be combination of head or tail. So there will be total 4 outcomes. Yes, friends, what you will write here? Here you will write head, tail, head, and tail. Understood, students? So here will be 4 outcomes. Head, tail, head, and tail. Now let us move to the next event. Event A is to get at least one tail. At least one tail means what? At least one tail. What is the meaning of at least? Means one tail. We want one tail. If more than one tail is there, then also it is okay. Okay. So which combination will come here? Yes. Yes, students. Head, tail. Then tail, then yes, students, what What will be your answer to get at least one tail? Okay, let us write this. I'm writing this and showing you. Okay, first of all, first block will be of possible outcomes, total possible outcomes, head, tail, head, and last block will be to find out. So when two coins are tossed simultaneously, there will be four chances or four possible outcomes. Either head will come, or tail will come, or head or tail will come. Right? Now they ask for the event A. For the event A, what is the question? To get at least one tail. Event A is at least to get one tail. So what will be the possible outcomes? Either head tail will come, or yes students, or tail will come, or tail head will come. Yes students, you have to choose from this. You want at least one tail. Yes, at least one tail means what? Yes, if two tails are there, okay, but at least one tail is required. Understood students? Okay, now let us move to the next event. What is the next event given as? I think it is visible to you now very much. Second event given as to get no tail. To get no tail. Event B as to get no tail. When event will be like this, to get no tail means we don't want tail. Either we can take both the heads, or there will be combination of what? Yes, no tail means we don't want tail at all. We want only and only head. So what will be your answer? Yes, students. Yes. What will be your answer? Your answer will be head only. Okay, we want only and only head. Don't want tails. So answer will be head. Okay, I'm not writing students because I want to complete this paper. Okay, now let us move to the next activity. Complete the following activity to solve the simultaneous equations 3x plus 5y is equal to 26 and 3x plus 5y is equal to 22. See, look here. What you have to do? See here, activity is given like this. Don't change this activity. You have to write as it is. Only you have to fill up these blocks. So what is given here? 3x plus 5y is equal to 26. This is nothing but the first equation. Second equation is x plus 5y is equal to 22. Second equation. Subtracting the equation number 2 from equation 1. See how to do this. Here already given as it is. Only you have to subtract 3x. See, you have to consider this below sign. Yes, this. So 3x minus x is nothing but the, yes, 2x, right? Now plus 5y minus 5y, it is nothing but what? Cancel. It will get cancelled. Okay. And 26 minus 22 is nothing but the 4, right? So what will be your answer? Your answer will be, yes, 2x is equal to 4. So x is equal to 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. Okay. Now, once we get the value of x, substituting the value of x in the equation number 2. See, next block which is given as substituting the value of x in the equation number 2. Okay, equation number 2 given as this. You put the value of x in the equation number of 2 so that you will get the corresponding value of y. So let us do this. When you put the value of x in equation number 2, yes, you will get the value of y as a 4. Yes, students, have you understood? See, in question number 2b, question number 2a, it is of activities. 3 activities will be there. Out of the 2 activities, 3 activities, you have to attempt 2 activities. Okay, and in each activity, there will be 4 blocks. Each block carries half marks. Okay, now let us move to the next question, that is question number 2b. Solve any 4 sub questions from the following. Yes, students. Okay, and now let us move to the first one. Write 2 solutions of the equation 2x minus y is equal to 1. See, look here, you have to write any 2 solutions of the equation. This is an open-ended question. You can take any value of x. If I am taking x is equal to 1, find out the corresponding value of y. Take any value, say x is equal to 1 or x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 4, anything. Here they have taken the value of x as a 4. Where if you are taking x is equal to 4, okay, substitute this value in this given equation. Okay, 2 into 4 minus y is equal to 1. When you substitute this value, you will get the value of y as a 7. Now here we want 2 solutions. So take another value as a y. Anything you can take of your choice. Here they have taken y is equal to minus 3. Okay, just substitute this value in this given equation. You will get corresponding value. Okay, so this is nothing but the 2 solutions of this given equation. Okay, now let us move to the next equation. Find the value of k if the roots of the quadratic equation 2x square minus 6x plus k is equal to 0 are real and equal. See what is given over here. You have to find out the value of k. If the roots of the quadratic equation 2x square minus 6x plus k is equal to 0 are real and equal. What is condition given over here? Roots of the quadratic equation are real and equal. Okay, now let us see this, how to solve this. See, look here. First of all, write this quadratic equation as it is. When you compare this quadratic equation with the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, you will get the corresponding values of a, b and c. Okay, here value of a is coming as a 2, value of b is coming as a minus 6 and value of c is coming as a k, right? Now what is the condition given over here? The roots are real and equal, right? When roots are real and equal, what you have to write? Discriminant is b square minus 4ac is equal to 0 when roots are real and equal. This condition you have to use to find out the value of k. When you substitute the values of a, b, c in this condition, b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, you will get the value of k. Understood, students? Got it, students? See, what is the value of b here? Minus 6. What is the value of a here? 2. And what is the value of c? K. Just substitute the values. See, square of minus 6 is a 36. 4 to the 8 into k, that is minus 8k is equal to 0. When you simplify this, you will get the value of k. So finally, you will write the value of k is 9 upon 2. Okay, students. Now let us move to the next sum. If the 2 coins are tossed simultaneously, find the probability of getting head on both the coins. See, look here, what has been asked. 2 coins are tossed simultaneously. When 2 coins are tossed simultaneously, there will be 4 chances. Either head will come together or tail will come together, or there will be combination of head or tail. Okay, now let us see how to write the sample space. See, look here. See, when we are tossing two coins simultaneously, there will be either head together or tail together, or there will be combination of head and tail. Okay, now what is our favorable event? What they have asked? Find the probability. Find the probability of getting head on both the coins. So what is our favorable outcome here? Getting head on both the coins. So what is our event? Let A be the event of getting head on both the coins. Okay, now let us write sample space for the event A. What is our event? A be the event of getting head on both the coins. Right? We want head only. We don't want tail, or we don't want any combination. We want purely head on both the coins. So what will be the sample space of the event A? A is equal to head only. So how many sample points will be there here? Only one, right? Now what you have to find out? Probability of getting head on both the coins. So let us use this formula. Probability of A is equal to NA upon NS. Okay, just substitute this value. What is the value of NA? 1. What is the value of NS? 4, because number of sample points in this sample space are 4. So take this value of NS and substitute here in this formula. You will get PA, and that is nothing but the probability of getting head on both the coins. Yes, students, have you understood? Okay, now let us move to the next sum. Very simple it is. If x minus 1, 1, 4 is equal to 13. Find the value of x. See, you have to solve this determinant. Yes, and find out the value of x. Let us see this, how to do this. See, look here. Just see, look here. X into 4 minus 1 into 1 is equal to 13. Now just simplify this. 4x minus plus 1 into 1 is equal to 13. 4x is equal to 13. When 1 will go to the other side, it will become minus. Yes, 4x is equal to 12. And like this, x is equal to 3. 4 3s are 12. So what is the value of x? 3. Yes, friends? Okay. Now let us move to the question number 3. Question number 3 is complete and write any one activity from the following. See, look here. 2 activities. In this question number 3A, 2 activities, each of 3 marks will be given, and you have to attempt only one of them. How many activities will be given? 2 activities will be given. Okay, each of 3 marks, and you have to attempt only one. Okay, now let us see. First one of the roots of the quadratic equation 5x square plus kx minus 7 is equal to 0 is minus 1. Complete the following activity to find the value of k. See, which activity is given over here? Minus 1 is the root of quadratic equation 5x square plus kx minus 7 is equal to 0. Therefore, substitute x is equal to minus 1 in this equation. See, look here, when you substitute the x is equal to minus 1 in this given quadratic equation, you can able to write the next thing. So, 5 into what is the value of x? What we have to take value of x as a minus 1. So, minus 1 square plus k into minus 1 minus 7 is equal to 0. When you simplify this, you will get the next blocks. Let us see this. See, look here. 5 into what is the square of minus 1? It is coming as a 1 only, right? So 5 into 1 is a 5 only. And k into minus 1, that is nothing but a minus 1. Minus 7 is equal to 0, right? So 5 minus 7 minus 2 minus k is equal to 0. So now that is nothing but k is equal to, when you shift k to the other side, you will get k as a minus 2. Yes, friends, have you understood? Yes. Okay. Now in this, again I am repeating, you have to write activity as it is. Whichever steps miss here, you don't need to write here. You can do this rough work, okay, on the other page. Okay, don't write all the missteps here only in the activity itself. Only you have to write whatever empty blanks are given. That in that only you have to write. Okay. Now let us move to the next activity. Two-digit numbers are formed from digits 2, 5, 7 without repetition. Complete the following activity to find the probability that numbers so formed are divisible by 3 and 5. See, look here. What is given over here? 3 digits are given over here. 2, 5 and 7. And what is the condition? You have to form 2-digit number without repetition, right? Means you can't write 2, 2, you can't write 5, 5, you can't write digit as a 7, 7. You can write combination. Okay, first of all, if you take 2, then you can combine with the 5, 25. Then what will come? 27. Then take number 5. Then which combination will come? 52. Then 57. Then at last you take the number 7. What will come? 72, 75. Like this combination you can make, but what repetition is not allowed. 2, 2, 5, 5, 7, 7 is not allowed because condition is like that. Without repetition, you have to form 2-digit numbers. Now let us see this activity. See, look here. See, when you are taking this 2, 2, 5, 7, you will get this combinations. 25, then 27. Yes, then take 5, that is 52, then 57, then take number 7. 7 will combine with 7, 2, so number will be 72. Then 7 will come with the number 5, so it becomes 75. So there will be total, how many outcomes will be there? 6. So you will write sample points are ns is equal to 6. Okay, now what is the next part of the activity? Event A, the number formed is divisible by 3. See, look here. Now what you have to use? The test of divisibility of 3. What is the test of divisibility of 3? See, look here. Now here 2-digit numbers are there. Suppose in case there are 3-digit numbers, then how to find out the numbers which are divisible by 3? You have to simply use the test of divisibility by 3. You have to take last 2 digits of the given number. For example, if it is a 3-digit number, you have to take last 2 digits of the number, just add it, these two numbers. Just I'm taking first number 25. I'm just adding 2 plus 5, 7. 7 is a divisible by 3? No. So this number 25 is not divisible by 3, right? Now let us try for the 27. 2 plus 7, 9. 9 is divisible by 3, right? Okay, now let us move to the next number 52. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 is not divisible by 3, so it is also not coming here. Now let us move to the 57. 7 plus 5, 12. 12 is divisible by 3, so it is also coming here. 72. Just try for the 72. 7 plus 2, 9. 9 also divisible by 3, right? So it is also coming here. Now 75. 7 plus 5, 12. 12 is divisible by 3, right? Like this, here 4 numbers are coming. Which numbers are coming? 27. Okay. Then 57, then 72 and 75. So how many outcomes will be there in the event A? Yes, the number formed is divisible by 3 are coming. Sample points are coming as a 4, right? Now just do this activity now. P is equal to NA upon NS. The value of NA is coming as a 4. and ns is a 6. Just substitute this. Okay. Now let us move to the next part of the activity. What is the next part? Event B is the number formed is divisible by 5. Now again here you have to use the divisibility test of the 5. What is the divisibility test of the 5? If the numbers 0 and 5 are at the unit place of any given number, then that particular number is divisible by 5. Now let us check what is there in the unit place of this number. See, can you see 5 is there at the unit place? Yes, so this number is divisible by 5. Here you can't see 0 or 5, so this number is not divisible. Now 75 you can see 5 is there at the unit place. So 25 and 75, these two numbers are divisible by 5. So you can write to 25 and 75, these two numbers in the sample point. Okay, how many sample points are there in the event B? 2, right? So when you substitute this value in this formula, you will get this value. Okay, here again, how many blocks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, each, not 4, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 marks are there. Each block carries half marks. Understood, students? Okay. Now let us move to the, I think you must have understood, because I want to complete this question paper. So I'm trying to do this a little fast. Okay, let us move to the question number 3B. Solve any two sub-questions from the following. So in this sub-question, in this question number 3B, there will be 4 sub-questions. Okay, and each carries 3 marks. Okay, there will be 4 sub-questions and each carries 3 marks, and you have to attempt how many sub-questions? 2 out of 4 sub-questions. Okay, now let us see first one. Just concentrate on the first one.
Hello, ma'am. Can we stop here?
Okay, no problem. Okay, students, we will continue this model question paper in the next lecture. Okay, students, thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.